They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. They'll drop to throw. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there. And now 4th down. Here comes the Saints punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. So out comes the offense now with a long field ahead of them. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. On 1st down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd and 9, Mahomes eluding the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. And he'll find Ruggs on the right side. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice game. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 7 catches, 105 yards.
This defense is ranked near the bottom of the league against the pass. You get the sense that he feels like if he gets covered on any call, he's going to be upset. He thinks he should be open on every snap in this game.
Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he stopped immediately there. And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. They push forward, but I don't think it's enough. He's going to be about a yard short. He'll get a couple of yards on the keeper, but it's going to lead to a 4th down. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. He was called on 7 yards on the punt with no return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they are a game under 500 now following the loss a week ago. And this is a team, Charles, that just has not been able to string victories together.
Yeah, they're certainly going the wrong way, aren't they? Because it looked like they had things pointing in the right direction, but now they've lost 2 straight. And that means this game is vital. Extremely important because if they fall 2 games below 500, the road back into playoff contention, awfully difficult.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He targets Ingram for another grab. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. They'll give to Kamara here on the option. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. In a word, I would say productive, finding the end zone 3 different times.
Is it possible that you're really underselling it? 3 touchdowns, just going to call it productive?
What do you want?
This guy had a nose for the end zone.
He was good.
Had a snootful, didn't he? How about that? Big-time game.
They'll set up to throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. Now a play fake here on first down. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it will end. Occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. They'll be brought. We're scoreless after 1. The Saints with a football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. That's complete to the fullback, Ricard. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. He'll look to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. From the 10, 1st and goal. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. And the ball situated at the 9, 2nd and goal. Now back to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. This is the most important of them all, 3rd and goal. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
And his kick is good. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the 2nd quarter now, and we do have our first point. It's a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
It feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And that's complete. Albert Okwuegbunam. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. They'll try the left side. Britt. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Mahomes. That's complete. Okuegbuna. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Here's Mahomes to throw. And a reception made over the middle. This is Bolden. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 39. On first down, Britt. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Second and 9. To throw, it's Mahomes. Completes this out left to Ruggs. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. Mahomes going to throw. Britt's got it, complete. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
Mahomes now on first down. Reception here by Ruggs. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. To throw again on second down. Mahomes. And he gets it to Bolden. From down at the 12, it's first and 10.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Desperados have taken the lead. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. Alvin Kamara and the Saints set to start their next drive. And we check the rushing numbers so far here into Week 6, and the returns have been really good. Now, you're starting to hit that stride middle of the season toward the end. They're certainly hoping they can keep up this production.
They are, because one of the adages in the NFL is that defense travels and defense endures even in bad weather, right? You know what else does? A good running game. And people want that, especially as you head down the stretch. You may play outdoors in some nasty stuff. You're trying to get to the playoffs. This is the time to get it going. And individually, I don't think you should just think about 1,000 yards either. The bar has to be set higher with this beginning.
Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And he can't escape, and down he goes. The Saints in the hurry up here, clock continuing to roll. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. On third down, here's Kamara. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Back out comes this offense now late in this first half, as they'll take over with just under a minute left to play. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Mahomes now to throw. He finds Bolden. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing again on second down. Mahomes.
That was a route run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
On first down, Mahomes. And he's taken down here by the Saints. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down. He was still looking through his progressions and going through his receiver options, and while he was doing that, the defense got to him quickly in the pocket.
And it was a great example of zone coverage, well executed, well coordinated. All the receivers were covered, and he couldn't evade the rush back in the pocket.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. On second down now, Britt. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll start up in the Steel City, Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, where it was the home team who were able to hold serve and get a victory in their stadium. Najee Harris, 2 touchdown runs to lead the way. From there, we head up to the Motor City to check in on the Lions at home at Ford Field. And they were winners in their ball game as they were able to handle the visiting New York Jets. DeAndre Swift, 2 touchdown runs to lead the way. And then lastly, on Monday Night Football, those fans will be riled up as it'll be a good matchup between their guys and the New York Giants. Meanwhile, in our game, not a lot of offense to go around. 7-3 is our score. Will we see things open up in the second half? To find out, we get it back to our guys in the booth, Brandon Gott and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Here's J.K. Scott now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return, and out will come the offense as they take over. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the 2nd half.
And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out, and now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this 2nd half.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And he is going to have a Saints 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, we use the term pitch and catch a lot to denote an easy completion. We just saw one right there on 3rd and 3 to pick up the 1st down.
Why are those so tough to defend? Just because they hit so quickly?
Yeah, it's all about timing and confidence. Quarterback sees it, rips it, there you go.
Here's Kamara on the read option.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12.
He'll drop to throw. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. So it's a gain of 12 there on the reception. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
There again is Thomas. They've gone to him a lot.
And he is going to have a Saints 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
They'll give to Kamara here on the option.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
And here's Kamara on the read option.
And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. They'll look to throw. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
To me, this is a case of if you're not getting the ball, you've got to do your job and block for the guy who is, because there really wasn't much there. And, boy, the defense took advantage without loss.
And the defense, they were just locked in there on third. They had more guys than they could block. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. Austin's offense ready to go again. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. It's caught, left side, Bolden. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. 38-yard line, 2nd and 9. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 44-yard line.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now here's Mahomes. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And the Saints will take over possession here up at the 44.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
The New Orleans offense back out and ready to go. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally, because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game. Yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Here's the 2nd and 7. Thomas has got it, complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit, because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. They'll give to Kamara here on the option. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. And here's Kamara on the read option. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 54 yards for him on the ground now on 18 carries.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. The busy night continues for Kamara. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. 8 yards to go on 2nd down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That's complete right around the 8. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Got a man open. It's Thomas. It's a touchdown for New Orleans. Michael Thomas, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And once again, the Saints are back out in front. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told, and it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Boston's offense ready to go again. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He'll have a 1st down past the 40 as they finally wrangle him in at the 48. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Buying time to his left. Oh, no, he lost the football. The Saints say they have it, and they do. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in the meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
They'll start out here with the option left. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 8. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
the gun now on third down. And Ingram holds it in. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
That's so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Back to throw now on first down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. A critical error there in a tight game in the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Patrick Mahomes, his sixth touchdown of the season. And the Desperados have yet again retaken the lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead is now 14-10. A nice, tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Taken at about the 1. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. And the interception that ended their previous drive, that might be one we look back on and say that was the turning point of this game.
Hey, partner, guess what? There's still time for a few more turning points in this ball game. They're only one score down.
Yeah, true. We could have some twists and turns. Stay tuned. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. In the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Second and 2. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But third down coming up. I guess they're in a situation now, fourth quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was a type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted. And if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
Here's Kamara out of the pistol. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. That'll bring up fourth. They had the 8-yard gain on first down, but unable to do much from there.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
Here comes the Saints punter now, as he's on to punt for the fourth time tonight. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Boston's offense ready to go again. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
They'll keep it on the ground. Britt. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. Catch is made by Hardman. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
They'll run on 1st down. Britt. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. To throw is Mahomes. Got his connection complete to Ruggs. Touchdown! Henry Ruggs, his first touchdown on the year. And the Desperados add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes it a 21-10 game. After the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. So all eyes on the Saints offense. Down by 11. And time, a huge factor. Their offense has struggled all night, and now they need to find 2 scores late to try to pull this thing out. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. That catch good for only a couple. Clock running, about to hit 90 seconds to go in the game. Pressure comes, and down he goes. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. Austin's offense ready to go again. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Well, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. And they'll indeed take a knee. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Mahomes down to a knee, and that should just about write a finish to this one.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the home team here, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they'll have another home date next week as the Indianapolis Colts come to town. Meanwhile, for the Saints, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a date with the Vikings. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaud. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.